Here we go, second half. West ball to David Thompson of the West. In the white now, Maurice Lucas throws up the first shot, battles back. That's his tremendous strength. That's how helpful he has been to Bill Walton of the Portland Trailblazers this year. Here's Paul Westphal of the Phoenix Suns with that pretty inside move, and Lucas trying to ram it home in. Couldn't. Right now, the West is just controlling the game, and Westphal, left alone at the right baseline, puts it in. Make it an 8-point East lead, 68-60.
Right now, the West has the big advantage on the backboards, whereas when we started the game, it was in favor of the East.
George McGinnis, inside pass, pretty defensive play by Lanier, retrieved by Maravich, air ball. Here comes the West quickly. Now they can make it a 6-point game if they can convert. McAdoo was in the passing lane. George McGinnis of Philadelphia checks for trouble. It was deflected. Doug Collins retrieves it at the sideline. Off iron. Lanier was up there with McGinnis. Off now, Doug Collins. It'll go to the West. Norm Van Leer, the Chicago Bulls, working with Paul Westphal of the Phoenix Suns, the starting guards, as voted by the fans. Cut off by Irving with a pretty defensive play. Oh, you see the body control past the Maravich. Here comes Big Nash. Now, back comes the East. Up by 10 again, 70-60.
We just saw what a great advantage McAdoo has over most of the centers he plays against. He's able to run on the break so well.
Irving, outlet pass, Maravich, and David Thompson almost got back with a sensational play. And a good baseball pass by Irving, wasn't it?
Anybody that says that these players don't care if they win or lose, you saw an example there by David Thompson.
Coming in on Dr. J. There it is, Lanier.
Lanier. Look at Julius. Oh, good score by the ref there.
Guinness waits for his teammate Doug Collins. McAdoo went inside to Dr. J, who drew the foul. So it's against David Thompson. Denver Nuggets.
We'll see Julius try and take David as much as possible down low because he has such a size advantage.
Irving with a tremendous hand. Look what he can do to a basketball. Come up, use glass. Lanier is there. Outlet to David. Maravich was there. And here comes Dr. J. Had trouble controlling the ball. Out of bounds it goes.
That was the case of Julius just trying a little too hard.
Now the West comes back, trailing by 10 points early in the third quarter. They have been behind all the way. David Thompson. Now it's an 8-point game. Collins kept over to the sideline by Van Leer. That's what Larry Brown wanted to do. Westphal blocks the shot attempt by Maravich.
Here we see Collins trying to post Van Leer. Maravich going up for the shot. Great play by Paul Westphal.
Really, we've got a timeout. 9 minutes and 30 from the Banana Belt. It's been warm this winter. Dr. J and Lanier was there. Back now comes the West. Van Leer. And it is now a 6-point East lead with 9:18. They are creeping back. Here's Maravich. Gets free. Deflected away. Retrieves it. Jay was open. McAdoo outside. Julius is there. Inside move on Lanier. Comes underneath. Muscles his way outside. Off his leg. McGinnis. McAdoo goes back up. Retrieved by the smallest man on either team, Van Leer. And here comes David Thompson. Gives it down to Maurice Wilson. Now it's 4.
I'd hate to get my hand in the way when he did that.
And Maravich just threw it up over Lanier, didn't he? Now the West comes back.
He worked on that shot, Brent. I saw him in practice yesterday
Really?
working on that. Yep.
Here's Thompson. Wants to drive baseline. Julius got there first. Lanier with muscle. 74-70. I'm not going to tell anybody, Billy, that Lanier was my pregame candidate for MVP. I don't want to, upset him at all. Maravich giving it to McGinnis. Maurice yells for a switch. David Thompson on the switch. Working against the shot clock. And they'll go the other way. Offense is the call against Dr. J.
Now we see the East standing around, dribbling the ball, whereas in the first half, this unit was moving the ball very well. Now here's Lucas getting position. Julius on that play right there should have taken the jump shot.
This is the closest the West has been since early in the first quarter. It is 74-72, a two-point game.
In the last game, Lucas had 41 points against Atlanta.
He was last tied at 4. Right now, the East leading it by a field goal. Good pass by McAdoo to Irving. Score it, and there's a foul.
That was fine movement of the ball here. We'll see a fine pass by McAdoo to Irving. Good play.
Maravich is over checking with the East coach, Gene Shue, the Philadelphia 76ers. His assistant, Jack McMahon. He was kidding Jack yesterday. He said Jack had to design all the plays for these guys. Free throw is good, so it's a 77-72 lead now, 5-5. 7:30 to go in the third quarter. Here's David Thompson of Denver. Maurice Lucas giving him a pick. McGinnis comes over. They give it back as Lucas rolls off the tip. At home. Lanier has retrieved it inside to David. McGinnis is there and fouled him.
There's quite a bit of contact on that play.
David and Goliath going up.
George, get a hold of him. I'd hate that George hit me anytime, especially being in the air.
250. Thompson. Drew more votes than any All-Star in this game. Hey, don't take the vote away from the fans. It's their game, and I hope they enjoy it.
What did that remind you of, though, seeing Thompson getting hit in the air?
North Carolina State, Pittsburgh. NCAA action down on his head. Collins outside. Irving goes for it. Retrieves it now. Big Mac had the open man, Collins, but Doug got in a little too close, out of bounds now. There is the NFL championship ring. Bob Long, former player with the Green Bay Packers, watching this action. Maravich in the passing lane with the interception. Walks now to Big George McGinnis. Waits for Lucas to get back. The West starting to talk on defense now, yelling switches. These two teams are getting together. Maravich. 79-73, a 6-point each lead and 6:40 to go first half.
First half of this game was not a physical game. Now it's turned into a very, very physical game.
There is McGinnis on the deflection to Doug. Collins now to Maravich. Up a little too high on the attempted layup as he was avoiding Westfall. Now Van Leer. Pull up pass to Lucas. Turn around. Won't go. They'll come the other way. Offensive foul against Maurice.
Part of the reason a lot of shots today that he usually makes. He's been out a week now with a bad ankle.
When we come back after this timeout, Elvin Hayes will be on the floor for the East. He's scored 12 points already. He switches off. Two Golden State Warriors on the floor now for Larry Brown. Collins goes back to Frisco. 81-73. Billy, what about the philosophies of Gene Shue and Larry Brown?
Well, quite different. Both very successful, obviously, the coaches here at the All-Star game. But Gene Shue feels he must isolate himself from his players. Larry Brown very close to all his players.
Rick Barry drew the foul as he muscled back up at the glass. Sellout crowd in the Milwaukee arena. I've had some basketball men tell me that Larry Brown has done one of the fine jobs of coaching in this league in the first half of the season. There are some people who do not believe that team's that good. Barry, 90% free throw shooter. Put a blindfold on it. He can hit it.
Larry's type of offensive defense that he has for Denver is perfect. It complements all his ball players.
Oh, great. Collins without the basketball. That's his strength. Westfall sensed it and got back. Julius just bouncing it to him.
Well, there's one of the advantages when you're in an All-Star game playing with one of your teammates. The timing was perfect.
George Gervin and Phil Chenier check in. Let's see, we had 3 starters from Philadelphia, 3 from Denver. You know, Billy, if Gerald Ford had been backed by the basketball fans in Philadelphia and Denver, he'd still be playing. There's Irving. Irving again. All green at the glass. $1,000 to each member of the winning team and $650 to each loser. Barry thought Smith was going to come on through the baseline. 83-75, John Havlicek in his 12th NBA All-Star game. And Don Boozy in his first from the Indiana Pacers. There's Elvin Hayes, knocked away by Boozy. Hey, he is right there where the action is, isn't he? Comes back, good pass to Lanier. Drove right in. Hayes called for a foul, but says, come on.
Boosie reminds me so much of Van Leer. Guys that just go out there every night and do their job, work hard, sacrifice for their team. Just great players.
I now know why Elvin was yelling so loud. That's 4 personals on him.
And he realizes he has a chance for MVP.
It's trophy time, and Elvin's got to go to the bench. Here's Bob McAdoo.
Gene Shue also has a big advantage in this game, I think, over Larry Brown. He has coached at some time or another 6 players on the East team. Earl Monroe when he played in Baltimore, Elvin Hayes with the Washington team, and also Phil Chenier.
Very good point, because that can really matter when you want one player for a specific task if you know his talent. Here's George Gervin and McAdoo and Red Auerbach and Irv Levin, who yesterday became the chairman of the Board of Governors of the NBA. So congratulations to Irv, who controls the Boston Celtics. Havlicek sticks with Rick off the weave. It's Boozy. I'm impressed. Here comes Phil Chenier. It's 85-79 right now. A 6-point East lead. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar kneels down. A stir in the crowd. Billy Knight will join him. McAdoo gives it back to Chenier. Chenier. Outlet now to Boozy. To Boozy. Check over the placement on the floor. Bobby Jones to Phil Smith.
You know, if you gave a scouting report on Boozy, you'd have to say not too quick, poor range shooting, just almost be negative, but he has one problem. He's a winner.
That's right. Here's Barry. He checked behind, wants a foul, didn't he?
Yes. It looked like Rick did draw that foul.
There's 2 of our announcers, Jerry Gross and Lenny Wilkins. Wilkins, of course, the former coach of the Portland Trail Blazers. Watching the action, turnover now. 85-83. Here's Barry. Give it up to Phil Smith, who can tie it. In and out. Lanier got a hand on it. Boozy now to Phil Smith. Little fresh 24. Rick now to Boozy. Tie. Come alive in Milwaukee. 3-quarter. Last tied at 10-14 of the first quarter. So with 3:30 to go, the West has climbed back into it. McAdoo can't regain the lead. Here's Phil Smith. Outlet pass to Lanier. Lanier checks the right side. Chenier with a hand on it. Boozy right there. Give it to Jones. Bob McAdoo controls defensively. Barry cuts him off. They can't get the break going. Now, George Gervin of the San Antonio Spurs comes down on Smith. Contact.
Brent, you hit on a big key. In the first half, the East was able to run, and that's why they shot an excellent 56% from the floor. The second half, they haven't been able to do that.
There's Gary Bender, another one of our NBA announcers here. He used to work up in the Milwaukee and Madison area. Big favorite here in the state of Wisconsin. One of our great salesmen, Bob Bonagura, with him. Rudy T with a miss and Phil Smith with control. Smith now checks the floor. We're tied at 85. 2:58 for the third. Kareem with 17 points back in. Lanier taking a break. McAdoo's got Kareem. Rolls the hook. Couldn't get the lead for the West. Rudy T off to Chenier. Boozy now calls out instructions on the defensive end. He'll take Chenier, and here's Havlicek. Now we got McAdoo wants the baseline. Gave it back to George Gervin.
You got it, Kareem.
Abdul-Jabbar with an easy rebound. Boozy with control. Spots Billy Knight, his teammate from Indiana. And Knight hits it, and the West goes ahead. 87-85 and 2:25 in the third. Lead has changed hands 11. Boozy with anticipation just couldn't come away with a steal. Rudy T. Now it is Billy Knight. Back to Phil Smith. Phil Smith pulls up. McAdoo as the East will try to tie it. Did you say Boozy cut off that passing lane? It was Boozy up here who forced it. Here's Barry as the 4-point West lead.
Boozy has changed the whole tempo of this ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, this is the first time I've ever seen Don Boozy play in person. And folks, he is an NBA All-Star, no doubt about it.
Next Sunday, CBS Sports presents an NBA doubleheader, tipping off at 1:45 p.m. Eastern with 4 regional contests, followed by a national game with Boston taking on Golden State. That's next Sunday beginning at 1:45 p.m. Eastern for an NBA doubleheader.
Leading the NBA in steals and assists, and already 2 today for Indiana's Don Boozy. And he has changed things up here. It's 89-85, West ahead of the East. Tomjanovich is cut off inside. He's being fronted right now on a mismatch. And on the turnover, the West will come right back down, so the West All-Stars are digging in. Maravich and McGinnis have stolen the ball 4 times apiece for the East. So Gervin Chenier, Havlicek, McAdoo, and Rudy T. They lead 91-85, 134. And the West playing with some intensity right now in the third quarter, and they have taken shots. Chenier responds. Great outside shooter, the Washington Bullets. Boy, under modest system, when you got a guard who can shoot as well as Elvin Hayes, you got something. Take the shot clock down to 3. Whistle underneath. Contact on the hole, McAdoo. And there is the coach of the defending NBA champion, Tommy Heinsohn. He is also an artist. It's Leroy Neiman with a cover this year. Tommy Heinsohn next. Kareem looks inside. Rick Barry. Oh, Chenier got up above Bill Smith. Wanted Havlicek. Billy Knight of Indiana was there with the interception. Bill Smith of Golden State cross court to his teammate. Barry taps it back. Boozy goes to him. Barry for the corner further.
Is that beautiful basketball?
93-87. Inside of 50 seconds right now. What a spurt here by the West in the third quarter. Havlicek. Boozy there on the steal. Wanted Knight, who was tripped up and went down. Did he have control? Was it there in the backcourt?
That'll be a two-shot foul because they did have possession of the ball, even though Billy Knight did.
The team had it, of course, Billy. Of course. So Knight will come up to the free throw line.
Well, we see the East right now. They're standing around. They're not able to run. They're going to have to regroup and come back out here in this fourth quarter and get it going. This game changes so quickly. There's so much talent out here. It can change from 1 minute to the next.
Billy, speaking of talent, 10 points in the quarter for Rick Barry already. Bobby
Quiet
Jones.
points, too.
Knight adds the free throw. 35 seconds, 95-87 right now. The West in command. George Gervin of San Antonio. There was Knight. You don't notice Knight, but he gets it done. Oh, Jones is open and Boozy found him. And assist. Hey, he sees everything. Now, Gervin around a McAdoo screen. Gervin in too far, out of bounds. Hit last now by Jones. It'll go to the East. That's the time remaining. Right-hand corner.
All the ABA fans will be glad to see that last basket.
McAdoo can hit him from any place. 97-89. Last 3 seconds. Jones pumps it up. Kareem. So we've come to the end of 3 quarters. And the West puts on a spurt. Trailed by 10. Now they lead 97-89. Command. George Gervin of San Antonio. There was Knight. You don't notice Knight, but he gets it done. Oh, Jones is open and Boozy found him. And assist. Hey, he sees everything. Now, Gervin around a McAdoo screen. Gervin in too far, out of bounds. Hit last now by Jones. So it'll go to the East. That's the time remaining. Right-hand corner.
All the ABA fans will be glad to see that last basket.
McAdoo can hit him from any place. 97-89. Last 3 seconds. Jones pumps it up. Kareem. So we've come to the end of 3 quarters. And the West puts on a spurt. Trailed by 10. Now they lead 97-89. And 30% for the East. Mark it down that the West has overcome a 10-point halftime deficit, 97-89. Final 12. And Smith was there, jump ball as Hayes came back on him. Let me set the 10 players out there now. It's going to be important as the East will attempt to make it 3 victories in a row. Hayes of Washington, White of Boston, Monroe of New York, McGinnis and Irving of Philadelphia on the floor as Gene Chu suddenly finds himself behind. White knocked away by Kareem, but that's goaltending, so give him the hoop. Now Boozy, who has come on so strongly here for the West, added to this team because of the injury to Bill Walton, demonstrating to one and all that he deserved in the first place to be here. Kareem was backing into Hayes, and there was a push underneath.
Number 11.
At 5 fouls, and McAdoo will come in.
They're really going to miss Elvin because Elvin plays a little more physical than McAdoo does. And if Jabbar just gets the ball and rolls to the basket, he'll be shooting layups or the easy skyhook for himself.
The East now will have to drop back and sag its defense. As a reminder of what's coming up next on CBS, skiing championships.
That's a great picture there. We can see how the defense is. Look at Julius Erving right in the middle there going into play.
Kept away by Julius. On the mix by Berry. JoJo pushing it. Now McGinnis. Outside Irving is skied. Abdul-Jabbar was there. And here's Rick Berry against Earl. And Rick drew the foul. And Earl not so sure. He thought he had timed that hand perfectly.
Well, here's the play. Take a look at it. What do you think, Brent?
I thought it was a beautiful defensive play by Earl Monroe.
I did too. If that was a regular season game, I'm sure that Earl would have gotten a technical foul.
Or Red Holtzman.
Oh, or both.
Or Danny Whalen or somebody on the next bench. Here's Barry. 99-91. 11:04. Hope you're enjoying this all-star action from Milwaukee. I'm Brent Musburger with Billy Cunningham, and CBS is pleased to be here. Boozy tapped it back to McAdoo. Off McGinnis inside and out of bounds, but it'll go to the east. Touched last by the west. 8-point difference right now. The intensity of Rick Barry. Once was an MVP in an all-star game. Had 24 points in San Francisco. McAdoo squeezes the trigger, forced one off. Drove back in, loose ball. Knight of Indiana upward. One hand to his teammate. Back to Knight at the line. And McGinnis couldn't control it even though he was there. Knight came back, threw off a fancy hook shot. Kareem, free throw for the big guy. Off fire now, and it's the East. 10-27. Ball did everything but go in the basket. Pearl gives it up now. JoJo. Abdul-Jabbar came out on him. McGinnis and Irving are there, and Irving will get the hook. Make it now a 6-point game at 10-15.
This pace has really picked up since the start of the fourth quarter.
And I see now that here at the press table, they have handed out the ballots for the most valuable player, but we'll have to hold out. It is still a wide open race. Look at them without Nate Thurmond. New Orleans at San Antonio. Los Angeles, without Kermit Washington. What a shame that was to see that he's been lost for the year. And then, of course, the doubleheader game. After those 4 regional games, Boston at Golden State. We're going to see just how the Celtics are coming along. What about Sidney Wicks? Is he doing better now that he's coming off the bench? We'll see next Sunday. Abdul-Jabbar, left alone. Make it 101-93. Dan Issel is in there at forward, along with David Thompson. Paul Westphal and Phil Smith are the West guards. 9:48 to play. White, McGinnis, McAdoo, Monroe, and Irving are on the floor for the East. That's Julius yelling instructions, and I guess it was go to the hoop, Big Bob.
That was good coaching by Julius.
Wasn't that great? 101-95. Issel wants Kareem. He nods his head, I'm ready. Knocked away. Julius came out. They're going to have to double team the big guy. David Thompson straight up in the air. 103-95. Monroe puts a spin on Smith. Bounced it back to Big Bob McAdoo, his teammate on the Knicks. There's McAdoo again. Irving was there, but it was knocked out of bounds. It goes to the west. Yes, that was a good call. I agree.
McAdoo has his hands full right now, playing too far. One time he fronted him. They threw the lob, and he got the easy basket. Now he's playing behind him, and he's in trouble.
He's going to have to worry about his defense right now more than his offense. Kareem comes up over him, and there's McGinnis. Now the quick outlet pass. He's got a chance for some shoe-like pressure right here. Monroe at the line.
You know who made that play possible? Julius Erving, by running the length of the court and enabling Earl to get that easy shot.
So important for that forward on the wing to come flying. Guys like Havlicek and Berry have done it. And that's what Billy Cunningham's talking about. Bob McAdoo with problems inside. 105-97. 8:20 to go. McGinnis starts to drive. Has to hold up. David Thompson steps over with the steal on the pass back. Now David gets free. Julius is there. Thompson right straight up. And it is McAdoo with control. And here's the doctor. Smith and Kareem are there. Smith had a hand on him as he came down, and he threw the foul. They didn't want another one of those sky moves by the doctor that time.
Kareem was waiting for him that time, though.
He sure was, wasn't it?
He wasn't going to let him do it to him twice.
Here's the Pearl. JoJo White of the Boston Celtics pops out. Now it's Monroe backing in on Smith. And there's an elbow to Earl Strom.
I got 20.
And that's 2 quick fouls on Phil Smith. 105-97. 7:51. 3 for the game and 2 in a hurry by Phil Smith. The doctor spins, comes up off iron, and Big Bob McAdoo with an offensive board. Somebody's got to block out. It's 105-99. It is 6 points. 7:30 for the ball game. Here's Smith facing the basket, cuts left. JoJo White was on him, and Phil put it in anyway.
That was just a great shot, great defense.
JoJo accelerated, cut off. McAdoo, shoots like a guard, rebounds like a center. But his defense is going to tell for Bob McAdoo. It is a 6-point game right now. West ahead and 7-10. Here's Kareem, knocked away on the double team. Julius goes back. No foul is called. David Thompson just inside. 109-101. Lob for Julius, knocked away by Kareem.
It looks like you go long and I'll throw it as far as I can.
As Rick Barry checks back in, and Don Boozy of the Indiana Pacers. Bob Lanier will be coming back for the West shortly. So let's set the West now. Westfall and Boozy, Barry, Thompson, and Kareem on the floor. 6:45 to go. 8-point game, and offensive foul is called. He's coming back against Westfall.
You know what surprised me on that play is that Westfall was trying to post McGinnis down low. I imagine he didn't realize who he was playing against down low at that point.
As Kareem takes a break, Bob Lanier is out there. JoJo White. Now it's a 6-point West lead and 6:37. McGinnis taking Barry. Lanier with a pick, and Barry comes firing. And Irving at the iron. Puts it on the floor. Thompson picks him up, gets past David, jumps inside. Lanier came over. Contact as Irving began his assault on the hoop.
Here we'll see Julius. Watch David Thompson reaching for the ball. That's a mistake right there, and Julius going to the hoop. Well, that looked like good position there by Rick.
Barry had anticipated that. He picks up the personal. Irving comes to the line. He's trailing by 6. You see Julius's total. 6-18. One of the differences in his style of play this year is the fact that they don't have a 3-point play in the NBA. What a difference that makes for defenses. They can drop back and clog up the middle, and you don't see that sky move as often as you used to when he was with the New York Nets.
John Havlicek last night at the dinner said a few words. The one thing he said he'd like to see in basketball today is the 3-point play, and I have to agree with him 100%.
Irving out on David Thompson. Here's Bob Lanier of the Detroit Pistons getting it back to Thompson. And Lanier with a fine pick. McAdoo on the switch. Forces the turnover now by the East defense. And here comes the doctor. House call.
Oh, my goodness. What do you do when the man comes at you that fast?
2-point West lead. Lob pass to Lanier. And you see Julius hustle that time, even though Lanier got to take another look. Folks, enjoy it. It's vintage Julius Irving. Welcome to the NBA, the best in basketball on CBS.
You know, the big problem you have in those plays is the ball comes through and hits you in the head or in the foot. It hurts.
McAdoo, Barry battling him, and Bob just pulls it up and sinks it. 2-point lead by the West and 5:22. An all-star 5 minutes coming your way. Lanier gives it to Boozy. Ball movement to Westfall. Pull up. Maravich on defense. Now the East can tie it again. Rudy Tomjanovich of the Houston Rockets. Tom Nisilke doing a good job of coaching that team this year. Here's Doug Collins inside of the doctor. Bats it back. Collins regains it. Quick pass over to Rudy T. And on the turnover, Barry slides it to Boozy in the middle. Goes to Westfall. How about that ball? left-handed jump by the Phoenix Suns guard. Now it's a 4-point lead. East comes right back. Larry Brown yelling for his defense to get back. Off iron. Berry outlet now to Westfall. Thompson on the break. Collins got to go with him. Thompson will get it.
Oh, so much great talent out there. You just get so excited sitting here watching them. You just cannot anticipate what they're going to do next. They have so much great natural talent, these players.
The individual skills of all of these players, and I guess Billy C. in an all-star game, they can really come out and be West coach.
Here we see David Thompson going in, and I anticipated him to really dunk this ball here, but nice and easy. He's only 6'3 and a half.
4:25, 1:15, 109. Foul is called by Earl Strom, working this game because of the injury suffered by Richie Powers Friday night. Lanier assessed for that foul. 4:22-14 now against the West. Maravich gets inside and passes it back out to McAdoo. Here's Rudy T. Rolls up a hook that's off the mark. But there is the doctor. He has come on, hasn't he?
The doctor has gotten him back in this game.
Look at the doctor at the other end. How did he get back on the defense? Oh, and here is McAdoo. 115, 115.
Well, the doctor has got them back in the game defensively as well as offensively.
2-point lead. Lanier slides in. Through the foul.
Here we'll see the doctor getting back on defense. Almost caught that ball with one hand. This is where I wouldn't be surprised Gene Shue will insert Elvin Hayes. Of course, McAdoo is playing so well, but strength-wise against Lanier, there's no comparison. And if they do keep going in low to Bob, he's such a fine offensive ball player. McAdoo will have no choice either to let him shoot it or foul him.
West ahead by 5 on that free throw, BC, as Maravich
You got it, Bob.
could not reduce it. You could hear Berry say, "You got it, Lanier," and he did, as he pulled out. Bounce pass now to Rick inside, off of Collins. Ooh, he and Westfall collided. Ball really took a shot there on the chin. Is he okay? Bounced right back up. Collins and he collided. There it is again. You can see the elbow, the right elbow, complete accident. 22nd injury timeout. Westfall bounced right back up. Didn't even take the mandatory 8. Larry Brown comes out.
Before we forget it, Brent, we ought to thank the people here in Milwaukee, how wonderful they were, and the hospitality. They really rolled out the red carpet for the players and everyone connected with CBS.
Oh, it's super, isn't it? All these great restaurants, Mater's, Sally's, the banquet last night. We got a terrific time. Berry now, back to Lanier, outside. There's that touch, the Detroit Pistons center. 120 to 113. 3:15 now for the game. Here's the doctor inside. Oh! Give it to him and send him to the free throw line.
Great pass here by Maravich. Junior's going up. I don't know how he made it. I don't think he knows either.
27 points for Dr. J. Julius Erving.
We have some ball game right here.
4-point West lead. 3:05. Westfall looks in on Collins and goes right Berry. And here wants it. McAdoo fronted him. So Berry puts it down his eyes baseline. Wisely used the defensive man to get the ball back out of bounds. There is McAdoo, what we're talking about. See how he's battling Lanier? The pressure on McAdoo. Because of the injury to Collins. Shortest centers on the East team. Rudy T gives it to Maravich. Oh, showtime to the doctor.
There's my MVP right there.
120, 118, and 240. Gene Shue up applauding this. From every angle conceivable, Julius Erving has put him down here in Milwaukee. 30 points for the game right now. We've got...
I need to go outside. If McAdoo steps up, I'll just shake my head. You go right to the basket and I can lob it to you. And if he does step there and Tom Jonovich plays the face, I can drive it into him. I'm not trying to get a play. Yes.
right, they're setting up now. Lanier and McAdoo. McAdoo jumps out on him. So Berry springs free. They're fronting Lanier. McAdoo took it away. Berry comes in. Now the East coming back with a chance to tie it. Maravich collided with Westfall. Offense. Great position by Paul Westfall of the Phoenix Suns. With 2:22 to go, he has forced a key turnover. Now West comes back. Let's set their lineup for you. Bill Smith and Rick Berry of Golden State. David Thompson of Denver. Also got Bob Lanier of Detroit. Westfall. Good play at both ends by Westfall. It's a 4-point West lead. Now 2 minutes left for the game, and there's going to be another timeout. Gene Shue wants to talk to the East. McAdoo, Irving, Collins, Tomjanovich, and Maravich. Go over to talk to Gene. Collins will inbound it. He'll set the play now. East trailing by 2 field goals. Slides off the pick, and Lanier went with him, and Lanier rebounded. Now the West can go up by 6.
McAdoo should have hit the offensive board on that play because he has Smith on him.
For Lanier. Collision with Tomjanovich. You can hear the groan. Now Pistol Pete comes back. Pull-up jump shot. 2 points. 122, 120, and 132 to go.
Pistol couldn't believe he missed that last jump shot, so he had to come back and make one for us.
That was short, and McAdoo controls the defensive board. Maravich quickly now to the doctor. Julius waits for Pete to set it up. 1:13 for the ball game. McAdoo, and there was contact. Lanier was outside on him. He was in the act of shooting. Now a chance to tie this All-Star game up as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar replaces Bob Lanier for the West with 1:09 remaining.
Going back to the other end, all the pressure's on McAdoo. How does he play Kareem? Is he going to front him? Is he going to play behind him and force him to shoot the jump shot? He's got everything riding on his shoulders at this point.
McAdoo has tied it at the line, and now as Billy Cunningham points out, it's all pressure time for McAdoo as he goes down on Kareem. Forwards will help out. There's Tomjanovich over. Open man, Berry underneath. Julius is over there, no foul. Here comes McAdoo now. 3-on-2. McAdoo can't put these to head, and Smith was fouled on the loose ball.
Now here's the defense. Fine defensive play here. Rick was a little upset. He thought he got fouled on that play. Looked like good defense to me, though.
Oh, at this end now it'll be Phil Smith. He was fouled by the other number 20, Doug Collins, down there on the loose ball. In the penalty, 52 seconds to play. Still tied.
He rushed that shot.
Tie is broken. Timeout has been taken again. They set the strategy here. You can see part of the sellout.
You know something? He's only scored 30 or more points one other time this season playing with Philadelphia.
Last year, he must have had how many games over 30 midway through the season? The All-Stars in the ABA last year played the Denver Nuggets and lost to Denver. 52 seconds, 123, 122 now. The West leading by a point. Collision, and Smith goes down, back up. Maravich against Westfall. Slides, and Bobby Jones to the block. Battle for the loose ball. There he gets it off. Here's Westfall. There's 35 seconds. Down to the hole. And it's 125, 122. 3-point lead. East comes right back. McAdoo comes up. And a pushing foul is called. Oh, it was wide open right there.
Wow. Quite a bit of contact on that last play, series of plays.
David Thompson checks back in. Rick Berry rubbing that left hip. He went down battling for that loose ball. East coach Gene Shue checking with Jack McMahon.
Get out.
Now 125, 123, a field goal apart.
The reason Thompson came in for Jones at this point is they're going to the other end with 33 seconds to go, and they want a more effective offensive player in there.
West leading by that point, Billy. Timeout has been called by Larry Brown with 26 ticks of the clock left. And Larry Brown saying,
Pound the board. Scream it, take the lap, throw it out here, and one of them will win a 15-footer. Now, look, so everybody understands, you guys, if we do this, you have to be back. You have to be aware of the 24-second clock. We don't want to go to it too fast.
If we miss and get the ball back, we don't even have home.
Yeah, that's right. If we miss, we pull it back. You guys, it's important you're back. David, you and Rick, spread it out. If there's any trouble, how many timeouts? One. We got one timeout.
that says it all. 30 points for McAdoo and Irving in this game, 20 for Westfall, 21 for Abdul-Jabbar, Berry and Thompson, 18 apiece, 17 for Lanier, 13 for Smith, 17 seconds on the shot clock, and 26 seconds for the game. Knocked away by McAdoo. He's now with a chance to win it. Inside of it, 20 seconds, and Bob McAdoo with the key defensive play. And as we've said all game long, all that pressure has been on him.
Well, he came up with the key steal right. Maravich will run the play with McAdoo. Coming off a pick set by McAdoo, and he has the option either to penetrate with the ball, shoot the jump shot, or hit McAdoo rolling to the basket.
16 ticks to the clock, and you heard Strom tell Shue 9 seconds to get it across, but no trouble, no pressure. Here's Maravich, slide inside at 10, right side is open, Westfall is there. Westfall, off now to Berry. West is going to break the losing streak. Berry will run the clock out, it's over. 125 to 124. The West has done it. Paul Westfall at that end, battling Pistol Pete Maravich. The East could not get the shot away. And the players on the West congratulating one another. They beat the East by a point. I don't hear a thing. Hello. All right, we are back now in Milwaukee for the presentation of the Most Valuable Player Award. If we can get the commissioner of the NBA, Larry O'Brien, over here. You can hear the crowd in the background. You want to make the announcement for us?
I sure do. This was a tough one. There are a lot of names on those ballots, but we have Dr. J, Julius Irving, sitting here behind us, and we're ready to bring him out here.
All right, bring Dr. J. Julius Irving, come on over here. Many of the crowd here wanted Paul Westfall. Dr. J, nice job. Tremendous job.
We had almost as many names on ballots as there were ballots with the sports writers here today. I can tell you that. This was a tough one, an awfully difficult one. But we have the winner here, and he's a great one. Great Julius Irving, Dr. J.
Doctor, congratulations from all of us. Really some magnificent moments.
Thanks a lot, Brad.
All right.
Sorry that my winning Most Valuable Player was contrary to the popular opinion here, but my approach to the game is just to go out and play as hard as I can. And this is something that I never won in an ABA All-Star game, so, you know, I'm really proud that I'm honored here today by winning this award. Thank you.
Thank you, Julius. You know, right now, we have got standing by over here on the side, I see another one of our fine commentators, Jack Whitaker, who is getting ready, and of course no better way for CBS to wind up a broadcast than to go over to Jack right now. So, Jack?
All right, thank you very much, Brent. Congratulations to Dr. J. As we approach this NBA All-Star game this year, the NBA as a league was rather looking still for that stability that middle age requires. It's been 27 years since the first All-Star game in the NBA, and that